The WNBA playoffs were supposed to be a celebration of athleticism and competition, a time when the best of the best showcase their skills and determination on the court. Instead, they have spiraled into a maelstrom of accusations, denials, and fear, overshadowing the spirit of the game. At the center of the storm sits Nalyssa Smith, a rising star for the Indiana Fever, known for her tenacity and talent. Smith dropped a bombshell on social media, accusing fans of the Connecticut Sun of targeting her girlfriend, Dulani Carrington, with vile harassment. Her post quickly went viral, igniting a firestorm of reactions. Carrington, a Sun player herself, found herself caught in the crossfire of a bitter playoff rivalry, her focus on the game disrupted by the personal attacks. The allegations sent shockwaves through the league and beyond, with fans and players alike expressing their disbelief and outrage. Fans, players, and officials are left grappling with the gravity of the situation, trying to understand how such behavior could infiltrate their beloved sport. Smith's accusations paint a chilling picture of relentless online abuse and real-world stalking, raising serious concerns about the safety of athletes. The very foundation of the WNBA, built on respect and sportsmanship, feels shaken to its core as the league confronts these disturbing issues. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about the broader implications for the community and the values it upholds. It's about the safety and dignity of athletes, ensuring they can compete without fear of harassment or harm. It's about holding those responsible accountable, making sure that such behavior is not tolerated in any form. The question now is, will justice be served, or will this controversy further divide an already fractured league? The future of the WNBA hangs in the balance as it navigates these turbulent waters. Smith didn't mince words when she took to social media. She unleashed a raw and emotional plea for help. Her girlfriend, she claimed, was living in fear. Death threats flooded Carrington's online accounts. Unidentified individuals were allegedly following her. The details, though scarce, were enough to send chills down the spines of anyone paying attention. The allegations immediately went viral. The court of public opinion was in session, and emotions were running high. Was this a case of overzealous fans taking things too far? Or was there something darker at play? Smith's raw emotion resonated with many. This wasn't just an athlete complaining about online trolls. This was a woman terrified for the safety of someone she loved. The WNBA community was left reeling, desperate for answers. The drama took another sharp turn when Alyssa Thomas, a star player for the Connecticut Sun, entered the fray. Known for her fierce competitiveness and leadership on the court, Thomas was not one to shy away from controversy. In a move that shocked many, Thomas fired back at Smith and the Indiana Fever. Her response was both swift and pointed, leaving no room for misinterpretation. She accused Fever fans of directing racist taunts towards Sun players. This accusation sent shockwaves through the league and its fan base. The tension between the two teams, already at a fever pitch, reached a boiling point. Players and fans alike were caught in the crossfire of this escalating conflict. Social media erupted, with fans from both sides rushing to defend their teams and players. Hashtags and trending topics related to the incident dominated the online conversation. The WNBA, facing a public relations nightmare, was forced to take action. The league's reputation was on the line, and they needed to address the issue head-on. In a sternly worded statement, the league promised a swift and thorough investigation. They assured fans and players that they would leave no stone unturned. Any fan found guilty of harassment or racist behavior would face severe consequences. This included potential bans from future games and other disciplinary actions. The league's response, while welcomed by many, did little to quell the storm. The controversy continued to rage on, with opinions divided. Instead, it raised new questions. Fans and analysts began to wonder about the deeper issues at play. Was the WNBA equipped to handle such a complex and sensitive issue? The league's ability to manage this crisis was under intense scrutiny. And would their investigation be truly impartial? The integrity of the process was paramount, and everyone was watching closely to see how it would unfold. As the controversy raged on, the alleged victim at the center of it all, Dulani Carrington, remained uncharacteristically silent. Then, in a move that only added to the confusion, Carrington broke her silence. But her message, posted on social media, was anything but clear. "Free her," it read, accompanied by a picture of Smith on the court. Speculation ran rampant. Was Carrington subtly confirming Smith's allegations? Was she suggesting that Smith needed to be released from her contract with the Fever? Carrington's cryptic message only added fuel to the fire. The WNBA community was no closer to understanding the truth. The lines between right and wrong, victim and perpetrator, became increasingly blurred. The situation had spiraled far beyond a simple case of online harassment. This was about power, control, and the dangerous intersection of sports and social media. Section 5. Where's the proof? The desperate need for evidence. Despite the seriousness of the allegations and the passionate responses they elicited, one crucial element remained missing: concrete evidence. Smith's claims, while emotionally charged, lacked the kind of verifiable proof needed to definitively prove wrongdoing. The lack of evidence cast a long shadow over the entire controversy. Were Smith's allegations simply the result of misinterpretations or heightened emotions in the heat of a playoff series? Or was there a deliberate attempt to silence her and discredit her claims? The absence of hard evidence made it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Social media, often a breeding ground for rumors and misinformation, only amplified the confusion. The WNBA, already facing criticism for its handling of the situation, needed to tread carefully. A rushed judgment, in the absence of clear evidence, could have disastrous consequences for everyone involved. Section 6. The WNBAs Dilemma. A rushed judgment. The WNBA found itself caught in a seemingly impossible bind, a situation that tested the very core of its values and operational integrity. On one hand, the league had a responsibility to protect its players from harassment and abuse, ensuring a safe and supportive environment for all. On the other hand, they couldn't afford to ignore the possibility of false accusations and the potential damage to the reputations of those involved, which could have long-lasting repercussions. The league's decision to publicly announce an investigation, while well-intentioned, was not without its critics. This move was seen by some as a double-edged sword. Some argued that the WNBA had acted too hastily, potentially exacerbating the situation before all the facts were known, thus creating a media frenzy. Others questioned whether the league had the resources and expertise to conduct a truly thorough and impartial investigation, raising concerns about the process's fairness and transparency. The WNBA's handling of the situation was being scrutinized from all angles, with every decision and action under the microscope. Their every move, every statement, was being analyzed for signs of bias or incompetence, adding immense pressure on the league's leadership. The league's credibility, and perhaps even its future, hung in the balance. The outcome of this situation would not only affect the current season, but could also shape the league's legacy for years to come. Section 7. Reputations. Hanging by a thread. The fallout begins. The fallout from the controversy was swift and far-reaching. Smith, once hailed as a rising star, found herself at the center of a media storm. Her every move was dissected, her every word scrutinized. Thomas, too, faced intense backlash, with some accusing her of deflecting from the issue of fan behavior by playing the race card. The controversy threatened to overshadow their accomplishments on the court. The damage extended beyond the players themselves. The WNBA, already struggling for recognition and financial stability, faced a potential PR disaster. Sponsors and fans alike were watching closely, waiting to see how the league would handle the crisis. The situation served as a stark reminder of the power and peril of social media in the age of instant information. Section 8. The path forward. Investigation or further division. As the dust settled on the initial shockwaves, the WNBA faced the daunting task of charting a path forward. A thorough and impartial investigation was paramount, not just to determine the truth of the allegations, but to begin the process of healing and rebuilding trust. But even with a successful investigation, the scars of the controversy would likely linger. The league would need to address the underlying issues that allowed such a toxic environment to fester. This wasn't just about one player, one team, or one incident. It was about creating a culture of respect and accountability within the WNBA, one where players felt safe to speak out without fear of retribution. The road ahead would be long and arduous, but the future of the league and the integrity of women's basketball depended on it.